Hi guys, back once again, and this time I'm talking about Glow Season 2. It dropped on Netflix this weekend. I'm not sure where to begin with this. I've been trying to process it for a bit because I just finished watching it. What can I say about this? Okay, there are epic scale shows. There are shows of such a grand stage that Glow, by comparison, is this tiny little show. There are shows out there which have a lot of VFX, there are shows out there that have a lot of stunning imagery, and there are shows out there that have a lot of spectacle. Glow, on the other hand, even though it's a much smaller show and much more confined and is far more limited in its range, it's the best damn written TV show on TV today. Period. You might have another argument and raise something, that I might not have seen yet, and that's possible. But do you know what? I don't think so. This is such a well-written show. It has to be the best written show on TV today. All the characters are clean, crisp, and defined. They aren't afraid to show weakness in their characters. They aren't afraid to show these characters break down, be destroyed, have to pick themselves back up, get themselves rolling again, only to be knocked sideways. It's not afraid to show these women breaking down and trying to make something of themselves in that state. It's got conflict between the characters. It's also got these characters also trying to work together to try to push forward and try to make something of themselves. Then it's got all the other things going on outside that are also conflicting with what they are trying to do. It's just amazing stuff. Fantastic cast. You've got sort of the three main characters in the front. You've got Debbie, Ruth, and Sam. They are sort of the top of the show. But I think what Glow does interesting as well is that even though they are the sort of the top of the show, they are the leads of the show, the ensemble is what makes it work. That the fact that you can spend time with other characters, that these characters, we know who these characters are when we see them on screen. We know, exactly what their personality is. And maybe that's because sometimes the personality in the ring is so elevated and simplified that we get to understand these characters a lot better, and it makes the show really rich as well. And this is one of those shows whereby they're going for a win, and they might get close to it, but they'll win something else that they weren't expecting. And it's really difficult to guess where this show goes. It's really difficult to it catches you by surprise every single time. That's what's really good about this show. And the fact of the matter is, look, with what's happening in Hollywood right now, whereby they are trying to cast strong women, strong leads in movies, that's not what this show is. This show is writing really strong characters, that's writing really good drama, that's really sort of introducing very interesting plot lines, and the people that are cast in these roles just so happen to be women. The way they do this show is just brilliant, and given the limited parameters of which they work in this show, they excel every time. So it's all good then for Glow Season 2. Well, no. And I'm going to draw issue with this. It's a small issue, okay? During the season of Season 2, Episode 8. Episode 8 just derails the show a little bit. It's not even that it's bad, okay? It's just that... So if you haven't seen Glow Season 2 yet, this is going to be a spoiler alert. Episode 8 kind of starts off and kind of shows you Glow. It kind of shows you the show that they're making. That it's filmed in such a way that we essentially are watching an episode of Glow. And that becomes a little bit of a problem because it interrupts the actual story that's actually going on. I got what they were trying to do within about 5 minutes. I just felt that a full episode like this went on for too long. It was clever in that, you know, it was filming stuff in a lower res, and it had made things 4:3 instead of widescreen. All that stuff I thought was good. And I thought what they were trying to do was actually good, and I thought that the fact that it seemed like the actors were just making it up as they were going instead of actually having a well-written script, which is a testament to the writing. In fact, the fact that you can write something and make it seem like bad writing, even though it's good writing, it's such a difficult thing. And for these writers as well, it must be such a... I guess what's happening there is that actually the actors are probably injecting some of their own stuff. It's difficult to say how much is ad-lib and how much is written. What I would say is that they all seem to be working together as a group and working out what's the best thing for the episodes. And in episode 8, even though what they did was sort of tongue-in-cheek and showing you what Glow was all about, it just went on for too long for me. It just went on for that little bit too long, and I think after the first 5 minutes they could have cut back, or they could have interspersed it throughout an episode so that we had more of the actual story of the drama that was going on. But that being said, that's really not a weak spot of the show. It's just, I just think if episode 8 just interrupted the flow of what was happening, and it's one of those episodes that you could be without. You don't need to see episode 8, which is a shame, because I know that the actors seem to be having a lot of fun, and I guess the people making the show were having a lot of fun doing that episode as well. It's just, I kind of got it within a couple of minutes and I didn't need to see any more. But again, it's difficult to say, oh, that's a bad thing, because they were intending it to be that way. So I just think that if you look at the narrative of the season 2, again, it just cuts it in between, and it's like having just this random episode just land on you. That's just has nothing to do with anything else. But aside from that, I thought season 2 of Glow just as good as season 1, and I loved season 1. This is an amazing show. If you haven't checked out Glow at all, then you're missing out, because they're only 30-minute episodes, which means that the speed of the episodes really sort of keep things good. There's no time to waste on extra material. There's no time for these for things to drag out, for things to really drag on. So they only ever show you what you need to see, and it just makes the show a real pleasure to watch. It genuinely is. It's an amazing cast, amazing performances. Again, Alison Brie does a fantastic job in this. I can't remember the woman who plays Debbie, who plays Liberty Bell. She does a brilliant job. That character gets under my skin, but it's meant to. That character is written so well that it gets under my skin in the way it's supposed to get under my skin. The character of Sam, this guy is such a mess with everything that's going on with his kid and his, not even his ex, but his kid's mother showing up. All this sorts of things. It's just a damn good show about characters. That's what I can say about Glow. It's a damn good show about interesting characters that tell fantastic stories for each and every one of them, and it's such a pleasure to watch. It's an amazing show. They should be very, very proud of Glow, because this year we're getting really spoiled for TV. This year we're getting really, really spoiled for good TV. You know, in the wake of things like, you know, the surprise hit of Cobra Kai, who nobody saw come in, with all the other dramas that have stepped up now. For this one to step up as well, and as far as I'm concerned, like I said, it might not be the biggest show, it might not be the most epic show, it's definitely the best written show. Anyway, that's what I thought of Glow Season 2. Let me know if you've seen Glow Season 2, what you thought in the comments down below. Also, please do give me that thumbs up, that will go a long way. And if you feel like, subscribe to this channel. But until next time, I'll see you later, guys.